Today I'm going to show you some of the trickier aspects of building the Guitarist. So on page 6, just want to show you putting the body on. I actually glued the leg on first. Slide body on and then this spacer on, the blob of glue on afterwards, and just lay that down a minute. Then with this part I put a little bit of glue inside each of those 2 holes, wipe it off, and push it over here. I have to wiggle them about a bit to get them to line up, pinch them together, but not so tight that it should move nice and freely like that, and leave to dry. So on page 7, just want to show you, put some glue on this block and you have the smaller hole on the top and the larger hole underneath. Glue it onto like about there, about 5mm below the bottom of there, but it's not crucial. Really sand and wax this down so it's super slippery. Feed down and then it should drop up and down as easily and freely as that. And I tend to line it up with the back of the leg there as well. So we're on page 10 and I just want to show you how I fit the upper assembly to the lower assembly. Lift this lever up and put that one in front of that cam and just line up like that and press down with the glue, and then just do a test run that he is moving okay, because if you'll see, if I do it too far that way you might go up and then stick occasionally, so it is actually better just to move it that way a bit, and then you get that's the kind of action you're looking for. Then leave to dry. Right, page 10, I've glued this much of the arm and I've glued that to there and that peg into there. Then without glue you just slide that along without glue, then just put a tiny bit of glue there to hold it in place. Then glue inside that hole and push on, and you want it to be about 30 degrees, so you kind of hold it like that and then leave it to dry like that, possibly putting something under just to leave it like that while it dries. Right, we're on page 11. Put some glue on this angle at the top of the arm that we've just built, and if you've got it, a blob of super glue, because otherwise it might just not hold in place while you want it to dry. Then you fix it at the top pretty much in line with how we've cut the angles, but you might have to move it slightly. Press really hard the body and the arm together so they stay, and you want a little bit of a gap there so his hand doesn't hit there, but you also want this to be as central as possible over that bar, and then just very slowly turn the handle and check that nothing's falling off. And as I rotate this round, you can see that's how the arm works. Then leave to dry. So we're still on page 11, and I just want to show you, because I think it's sometimes quite difficult to see in the photographs, how you construct this his left arm. Put the 2 pegs in the hand, that peg there, and then push that through there with no glue, that on there. And then I don't put this on yet, so just leave that to dry, and we'll put that on last of all when we're putting the fret on.
3, 2, 1.
So we've got the guitarist up in his highest position, so there we go, up to the highest position. Put a bit of glue on the end of there, a bit of glue there, slide that in there, push that through there, and you need to push it, it will come out the back slightly by about 3mm, and then just push the fretboard on, pinch it on, and this is where you have to play about a bit. Turn the handle and it should move like that. If it doesn't, you sometimes have to swing this backwards and forwards, but that's all you should need to do. And that's it.